One day I was out for a walk in an area called the Cherry Creek Reservoir, walking north. The sun was behind me. It was about 8 p.m. at night in the summertime, cloudless Colorado day. I'm wearing shorts and a t-shirt. It's nice and warm, but it's getting later in the evening. The sun is almost about to set. And as I'm walking with the sun behind me and to my left, all of a sudden, the sun is blocked by a cloud, I'm assuming, behind me. I didn't turn around and look. And in my view, there's no cloud. So my assumption was that it was just, a little bank of clouds, and they would move on by and the sun would come back out. Because I noticed it was a little chilly without that sun, with the amount of, just shorts and t-shirt. And the sun doesn't come back out. And I'm wanting that sun back. I'm getting a little chilly here. Where's that sun? And I'm walking and walking, and I'm noticing I'm getting a little bit chillier. It's getting a little colder. I need that sun back. Where is my sun? I'm starting to get really, really frustrated at this situation. Why is that cloud taking so long to move past so that I can get my sun back and be the ideal temperature for my walk? What's going on here? And then I got so pulled into the frustration and the annoyance, and it got so tight and so intense. And I turned around and I yelled at the cloud and I said, "Really?" I yelled at a cloud. It was so absurd and so hilarious that I started belly laughing. I realized, wow, I just yelled at a cloud. Wow. And in that moment, when I did turn around and yell at the cloud, it wasn't just a cloud. It was a whole thunderstorm that was moving in behind me, is actually why there was no sun happening. It wasn't just a cloud. It was a whole thunderstorm coming in. And realized, oh my goodness, I better seek cover somewhere or get back to the house. Something, we got to get going. And in that moment, I realized, wow, my wanter just yelled at a cloud. And I was reflecting on that. My wanter just yelled at a cloud. Wow. Had I been able to notice the frustration when it was occurring, I could have made use of the practice I call the First Growl Practice. If we take a look at it, when I first started to feel the frustration that the sun wasn't coming back out, if I had noticed it, been able to catch it at the first growl, which I wasn't able to, I could have then had a different experience. And sometimes it's going to be like that for us. Sometimes you're just at the speed of light, you're just captured in your wanter and you're just growling at this place or whatever it is that's occurring. And in that moment, I was completely captured. I was wanting it to be different than it is, and that's what creates every disturbance. Wanting whatever is occurring to be different than it is, resisting what is, creates the disturbances. But had I been able to use the First Growl Practice, which I wasn't able to do, I would have, right at the beginning of the frustration, I would have stopped and asked, what is my wanter wanting that it's not getting? Now I'm the awareness of my wanter. Oh, my wanters wanting there to be not this blockage of my sun. Thank you so much, wanter, for wanting it to be the ideal temperature for me. You're right. It would be way better for me if it wasn't so chilly, if that sun would come back out. Thank you so much for wanting that for me. And then I would start breathing long and slow, nice long, slow in breaths and out breaths. And then I would turn around and see what was going on, and I would realize, oh, there's a thunderstorm. Now, from true nature, I would then navigate that, seek shelter or get back to the house without any adding any layer of suffering on top of that experience, which is not what I did. I was pulled into the suffering, the frustration, the anger, and ended up yelling at a cloud. So this is the lovely possibility. Sometimes we will be able to notice right at the beginning of a disturbance and simply ask, what is my wanter wanting that it's not getting? We can thank our wanter, focus on nice, long, slow breaths, and then from our true essence, our eternal nature, we can then be very wise and capable of navigating the moment and see what possibilities might present themselves to us in that moment.